for this matchup tonight. Hi, welcome to EA Sports. I'm James Cybulski. It is time to drop the puck. The Hurricanes win the draw, and they'll start on the attack. And now it's to Slavin. Scores! And quick as a hiccup, they are on the board here in this one.
That's a dream start, James, and it's one they were looking for. You want to come out, you want to get out front, and you want to dictate pace. Well, this is just a beautiful assist. It's a quick strike, and it's a long stretch pass that gets it done. He wasted no time to move that puck when he saw the opening.
The Hurricanes quickly send a message that home sweet home is overrated, Cheryl.
It is in this case, and what a quick start for the away team. This is exactly what they wanted to do. They're up one with under a minute into the game, and wow, now their home team is chasing the game. Well, when you're looking for a goal, being shorthanded is not ideal. You're also killing valuable time where you can be pressing when you're PKing.
And the power play unit takes to the ice their first chance to try to make something happen in this game.
Power play players love to be engaged in the game, and this unit is the top in the league for a reason. You can just see the excitement as they step on the ice. They know what they can do. They can make the lead even greater.
And a great save! Carolina's got the puck here on the open ice. Oh, what a hit against the boards!
Executed perfectly, James. I mean, he can't maneuver. He's got nowhere to go. He's lined up, and then he's taken down.
Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Chance in front. Score!
Hang on, James. This is not going to count. Look at the bodies down there. The goaltender had no chance of playing the puck. This is definitely goaltender interference.
Look at this. No time to think about that non-goal calls. We are ready to resume here. And gets a little boost to come up with the puck from off the wing with both centers tied up. Sweden's going to be able to kill a few seconds off now with the puck.
Pedersen's almost out of the box.
And as both teams are now back at even strength, the power play goes over on the opportunity.
Well, there's players on the bench that would kill for that opportunity. Just no urgency whatsoever from that power play unit and didn't generate any momentum.
And the pass is picked off. And that banks off a stick. Passes the puck over to Zibanejad. Forsberg's into the offensive zone now on the attack. Huge blocker save by Anderson. Moves it to Burns. Hangs on to the puck after taking a hit. The Hurricanes played along the wing. Tremendous save by Gustafsson. Quick pass to Burns. Turns another aside.
What a great job.
Save on the play.
Oh, such an athletic save, James. I mean, that's just all about completing, finding a way to get to the puck.
And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Shuts him down. The Hurricanes have it in the offensive end. They are swimming around like bees here in the O-zone. There's a hit on the play. Cuts to the paint. Here's a centering pass. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Tries to make a move and can't hang on to the puck. Scores! And the scratching and clawing has paid off as we are back to even.
Well, we're back to evens, James. I really like their game. Pushing and you're trying to find a way to get ahead and on top, you have to trust the process. That's exactly what they've done, and they've been rewarded for it.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period, The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Eriksson X won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. Here's a pass in front, and that's stopped. Oh, you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Cutting to the front of the net. Big play inside the defensive zone. And now he tries to get it across to Raquel. Sends it across. The Hurricanes gain possession. Smart defensive play there. Team Sweden's got it in the neutral zone. Carolina's looking to break out of their own end. Into the offensive end now. Play whistle dead. Penalty coming up.
Another stick infraction, and you know that coaches don't like this one. A product of not being in good position, reaching, and then taking the trip because you weren't moving your feet.
Carolina's power play unit puts their hard hats on as they go back to work.
Well, they haven't scored on the power play yet, man. It is a tough thing to do, and this is an earned opportunity. They've practiced. They know what they're doing. It'll come.
A shot! Team Sweden's got a chance to work the transition game now, shorthanded. Here's a shot! Oh, what a save in front! Back at the point, they set it up. And that pass attempt is deflected. Shot attempt completely fails on that. Halls crossed the line and gained the zone. Sweden's got possession while undermanned. Takes the feed from the left side. And he sidesteps the chip there. And he's able to handle that one. Puck sent over to Hall. And that's poked away. Sweden's penalty killers deserve a pat on the back as we are still tied.
Well, it's a critical juncture. Game is tied, and the PK unit does a real great job of keeping it there.
Off the rush, and it's a 3-on-1. Here's a pass. On that play is disconnected. And now he moves it quickly to Sabinishad. Foss got it in the defensive zone. Still has possession. Moves by the check. There's a great glove save by Gustafsson. And he slides it quickly to Carlson. And he slides it quickly to Raymond. Sweden's got it along the wall. Sends it in front. And that doesn't go as it's off the stick. And he gets in front of that. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. In the final moments of this period, we are all tied up in this one. And from off the wing, he comes up with it with both centers scrummed up. Carolina's got the puck against the boards. Great defensive effort with the stick. In the books, let's grab a breather and we'll come back with period number 2 in moments. A clean sheet of ice beckons, and period number 2 set to get underway. Neither side giving up much in the opening frame, and here we go, still tied up in the second. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
Sweden's performance in the first period was lackluster. They didn't generate any offense, and they weren't attacking with any kind of speed. They're going to have to find a way to shore that up, James, because their opponent is really taking it to them. They're fortunate that this game is still tied.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We got a tie game. And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. Sends the pass in front, and he denies that great opportunity there. And he coughs it up with the pass. An offensive zone face-off coming up here.
Well, after the icing, no one can change, so the goaltender already looks fatigued, is in a vulnerable position.
Puck grab by Carlson. Now over to Bratt. Sweden's got the puck against the half wall. Face-off looming as both centers get into position. Oh, and he takes possession of the puck from off the wing with the centers all locked up there off the draw. Read that perfectly with the poke check. Moves it to the middle, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. The Hurricanes take it across the line. Stops him with a glove. Tries to get it to Carlson. Stopped by the goaltender. Feeds the puck to Forsberg. Driving right to the front. Fires it on net. And that's, oh, what a chance here. Gains the zone. And there's the save, denying a great chance on that rush there.
Once the stick engages at the lower half of the leg or within the skates, you know it's going to be a tripping call.
The Hurricanes send their man advantage unit out once more.
I know they haven't scored on the power play yet. 100% is not a number that you see typically. So they got to find a way to just stay confident, trust the process and their skill sets.
Sweden's got the puck in the defensive end. Looking for space inside the D zone. Can't connect. Good use of the body on that play. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Pettersson's taking it from his own end. He got all of that hit. Quick feed to Pettersson. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Fost. On the doorstep, backhander. Big-time stop there.
When the puck's in the low slot, the goaltender gets right out next to the shooter and makes the save.
Picked up along the boards by Aho. Oh, fantastic stop there. Here we go. Look at this. They're really applying the squeeze now in the offensive end. They score! Wait, hang on here. They're waving it off immediately.
This is not going to count, James. The goaltender had no chance of playing that puck. This is going to be goaltender interference.
Well, nobody likes having a goal called back, but they'll just have to play on as the puck's about to drop. And there's a little help from your friends right there from off the wing coming up with the puck. Cuts to the front. Scores! Off the post and in.
Well, that's a real sneaky one that fooled the goaltender, James. Not much room available, but that one, perfectly executed. This is exactly why you send bodies to the front of the net, James. You want to create a screen, and the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default and is battling to find the puck. Can't find it and beats him clean.
Carolina's gone up by 1 here in the second period, and I like that jump in their step we're starting to see here now.
We've really seen an uptick in their momentum in the last few shifts, and they're rewarded with that goal, James. They've got to continue to attack the net, ski downhill, and not be afraid to get to the paint.
Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Burns is hauled down. The official's arm is up. And they score!
Well, with a delayed penalty, they get their opponent running around, James, and they wind up scoring, so that's going to nullify their power play, but it doesn't really matter. They got one on that one.
Very effective.
Well, it's going to be a quick release that gets it done here, James, but I'm more impressed with him getting to position. You got to fight to get to those areas. It's tough in there. You pay the price, and because he does, he scores a goal.
The Hurricanes have added to their lead, and they're now up by 2, Cheryl.
They've had a fantastic game so far, James, and you want to be consistent. You want to find a way to close it out. The only way you do that is continue. Don't change the mindset. Continue to press, and don't get complacent.
Passes it over to Carlson. Here's the chance on the attack. From behind the net. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Anderson. And it's a quick pass to Svechnikov. Sweden's gained possession along the boards. Gobbles that puck up with his chest. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. The Hurricanes now lead by 2. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Carolina's got possession here in the offensive zone. Fearless, totally fearless on the block. And that's broken up. Raymond stick handling in his own zone. Puck picked up by Hedman. And they cough it up at center. Grabbed along the board by Walker. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Good defensive effort to poke it away. Puts it on net. Oh, puts it off the iron. Had the side of the net, but doesn't go.
The Hurricanes get some emotion from the bench as they look to extend their lead and hit the post and out. Everyone thought it might have gone in, and then they realized it didn't.
Here in the late going to the frame. The Hurricanes are up 3-1. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. The Hurricanes look to start the transition game. Breakaway! Scores! What a finish on the breakaway!
Well, a nice play to pull away from the pack here, James. One-on-one battle against the goaltender, and he's the victor. Man, is he ever flying, James? It looks like everyone else is in quicksand, and he is moving. He gets on his horse. He's in all alone, one-on-one with the goaltender. He doesn't freak out. He doesn't panic. Shows a ton of confidence and lets that shot rip.
The Hurricanes are laying the smackdown on the opposition tonight as we near the intermission, but it can't come soon enough at one end of the ice.
Well, yeah, you know that their opponent certainly wants an opportunity to reset and catch their breath. But for them, you know that they're going to go to that intermission. Now they're going to sit down, get out of rhythm. They don't want it disrupted. So you know that the leadership group's going to be talking about keeping the pedal to the metal.
Reads it perfectly in the defensive end.
Sometimes when you're losing, a coach will give you a little more leeway to get things done offensively. You start to take some risks, but this one doesn't work out in their favor. Jarvis is getting booed every time he steps on the ice, and that's a result of injury.
Scores! And I guess they won